You put down the phone, you've nowhere to go. Get back on the road, yeah, it's over. Dotted line, the red stop sign, no room to go slower. You do it today, you do it again in a week. You're a fake, you're a freak, you're a parasite sucking a leech. Come on man, it's over. Yeah, it's over, it's over now. What a waste of time, what a waste of time to fall so far behind. You're back on the beat, distorted and cheap, you're a villain.
Jack Sparrow and the flippin' Bustine.
You're older now, what a waste of time to fall so far behind.
Minutes completed. Remaining time 27 minutes. Burnt calories 39 kilocalories. Estimated calories burnt 254 kilocalories.
Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. Girls like me are like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighter from the ocean. I set them on devotion and so my thoughts. Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. I found a rainbow in the shade, with cities to places, a better one I saw. I said,
totally unplanned. Like I just woke up and I was like, I'm gonna do this. So yeah. Anyway, don't really have a lot going on. I'm gonna go run errands. I'm gonna go to Tiger Valley, get some few food stuff, go to Seattle Coffee. Although I currently am not taking coffee, don't know how long that's gonna be, but I really do want a coffee shake. But I think that when I get there, I'm probably gonna get the lemon and ginger freeze. But I'm also trying to stay away from lemon, so I'm trying to stay away from caffeine, acids, and all of that. So yeah, I'm trying to just be conscious of that for maybe a month or 2 months, until I know what the difference is between what I'm apparently suffering from and if it's just period pains, because like there's just a lot going on, right? So yeah, I just to like see what's happening. I hope like I'll be disciplined enough to go a month without coffee, a month without caffeine. Yeah, basically just a month without all the food I'm not supposed to be consuming. Anyway, while we're still on that, I just got to a point where I realized the beauty of being human, the beauty of seeking, the beauty of appreciating. And what reminded me was I was closing a chapter yesterday. And what I mean saying that I was closing a chapter, it was my last day of being a 19-year-old, and now I find myself at this place or this point in time where I am somewhere between a teenager and an adult, as far as the law is concerned, of course, because you legally start being an adult at the age of 18, but really you're not considered an adult, you're like a young adult. And when you get to the age of 21, that's when you're really considered an adult. So yeah, finding myself at an age where I'm 20 and I have not published the book I wanted to publish. I am at a point where I haven't gotten my first car, I haven't made my first, all of that, right? And my business is doing okay, it's not doing well, it's honestly just surviving. So it's basically just things like that, and since having started the Artsy Mackenzie Instagram page, where I just post the little big things that give me hope, the little big things that just bring me joy and allow me to appreciate this existence, this miracle we call life. And even though it has its trials and tribulations, it just makes you appreciate being human and makes you realize that you are literally made of beauty, you're made of art, you're made of pureness. And although sometimes being human, we're selfish, and although sometimes as humans we literally just we are what's wrong with the world, but like the fact that I've been given so much authority over everything that is that is on this planet by the creator, and the fact that I have the ability to create because he created me, like that's really crazy. So yeah, it's just small things like that, small little big things like that, like literally big little things like that, or small little big things like that, whichever one sounds fancy to you, really, whichever one you like, really. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about that and also realize that, and also just talk about, or rather just think, because what I'm doing right now is thinking out loud, that sometimes we have expectations because we know that people expect things from us. So as a result of the expectations people have of us, we now expect things from ourselves, and we go beyond, we promise what we know we cannot deliver to ourselves. And at the end of the day, that means that we are not being honest with ourselves. That means that we are being unrealistic, and we are ignorant, or rather we do not take the time to learn ourselves, recognize the patterns that we have, the habits we have, and we constantly just dealing. We constantly just like going, never dealing, or going and processing. It's constantly just eat, never digest. Eat, digest in between. Eat, not take things in. So yeah, we constantly at this point where we're just chewing, but we do not swallow, we do not digest, and we do not process everything correctly, because we are in survival mode. We want to get to the next phase of our lives. And as I get into this age where I'm now a 20-year-old, like I said, I'm neither a teenager nor am I an adult, but I am a young adult yet. But like, it's just at that, like, you do not belong in this category, you do not belong in this category either. You're just somewhere in between. And I realize that these are the ages, the moment you leave your mother's house, the age around 17, 18, and move in to come live by yourself, or to move in with other people from other places whom you do not know, and you now start learning about these other cultures, these other races, and all, like getting different realities, being exposed to different realities like that, and still holding on to the you are, or the you who you were brought up as, and also coming to a point where you're learning of yourself, you're learning about yourself, and you're learning by yourself. It's just really kind of crazy, because sometimes we change, sometimes we realize that that is not me, and sometimes you just know when things are off and when things are right. And that is why I make an emphasis on knowing thyself. And it's not like you wake up one day and you just know yourself. I am this. We are constantly changing, we're constantly evolving. What I had a likeness for yesterday, I do not like no longer. What I liked yesterday, I like no longer today. And what made me happy the previous night is not what makes me happy the night following. What made me happy yesterday night is not what makes me happy this morning. So it's just a matter of like accepting, realizing, and admitting that you are changing, you are evolving, you're gonna outgrow things, and that comes with time, that comes with age, and that is just the reality of existence and of being human. And I'm not trying to be philosophical and all that, but it's just a matter of understanding what it means to be human, understanding what it means to be true to thyself. And while we're also at that, because we have this idea of wanting to be our most authentic self, of which that is something I advocate for, and that is something I try to be my most authentic self. In fact, I am my most authentic self most times. I'm trying to get that to be a thing where it is an everyday thing. And also what I'm trying to do as I get into my 20s is just let go of hyper accommodating people. Just let go of hyper catering to the needs of others before I cater to my needs. Just to come to a point where if I cannot completely let go of it, I want to do less of it. I want to think less about what people are going to say. I want to think less about how what I'm doing affects, or rather, yeah, basically what people are thinking, because sometimes it's not even so much about you, but just about what people are going to think of how your family raised you, what people are going to think of what people are going to think of what you did, and how your mother feels about what you did, what people are going to think of how you are or who you are, and how you were brought up, what could happen to you. Just like really like letting go of pleasing people or not being your most authentic self, because you know that someone is watching, because you know that there are people that are looking to like bring you down, or like there are people that are just waiting for you to be a disappointment. There are people that are waiting for you to just fail at whatever you're doing, just so they can go back to a family member and just be like, yeah, you failed. Because we also need to understand that we represent the families which we come from. And I think that as I'm entering this, I'm trying to do right by myself and also right by God. And I also realize that that is a struggle, but if we are searching for that, like basically just also focusing on looking at convictions and looking at just living in his light, also being true to yourself and trying to please God and not please people, and also not please yourself, if that makes sense. But like, I urge you to please yourself, I urge you to make yourself proud. Exactly. So yeah, man, right now what's gonna happen is, oh snap, it's 1:30 already. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have breakfast. I thought I was gonna have breakfast. That's not gonna happen, but I'll probably get something to eat at the mall. And then yeah, man, I'm gonna capture the whole day, see how long this vlog is gonna be. But like, I will if right now, like you're watching right now, please comment down below if you would like me to have a whole morning routine and what breakfast I have in a week, my post-workout meals or my post-workout snacks, my pre-workout snacks, because sometimes that's the case. Sometimes I don't eat at all until I have breakfast, and I usually have breakfast late, but for the past week I've been having breakfast quite early, and I've also been very fatigued since I got off coffee. So you'd get that I wake up around 6, or I wake up around 7, and then by 10 I take a nap, wake up at 12, or I take a nap at 12, and then wake up around 1:30, depending on like how my timetable, how my classes be looking for the day. So yeah, that's basically it. Right now I'm gonna go shower, get dressed, get ready to leave, get what I need to get at the stores, go to Seattle Coffee, probably, or Starbucks. But am I the only one that doesn't really feel Starbucks like that? And the only thing I really like at Villa Cafe is their toasties, their sandwiches. But I like everything from Seattle Coffee. Anyway, let me know if there's a coffee shop you think I should check out once I get back into the coffee business, of which I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm going cold turkey, but let me know.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry. All we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why. Do you remember that night we met? I thought you looked so fine. Guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. I wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows with you. Much at all here in this small town, 'cause in the end we're all buried deep inside the same hole in the ground.
Fools like them,
I'm not even
they
doing
suss me out and
this
then
now.
they ghost.
Also, my battery is low.
Girls like me,
Exactly, this one is the
like a magnet to a knife.